This episode is recorded Sunday, September 25th, but might be released at a later date because we've got a new format because this is two guys so stupid. They're stupid. Hey, Davey. I wasn't sure what to say there.
Welcome back.
Razzle dazzle, buddy. Razzle dazzle. That's all I can say.
You summed it up pretty good.
Yeah.
You summed it up pretty good.
So we're breaking the show up into a couple of little segments now, try and make it easier for people to check us out and see what's going on. We're going to try and share some videos with you guys eventually and do all sorts of nifty fun stuff, but this will be the new format and trying to make it easy to do so there's minimal editing. And
and the fact that we all live in different parts of the world now.
We do, absolutely. And when we say we all, we don't just mean me and you.
No.
We mean the three of us.
Me too.
Hey, Jaundice, my buddy Jaundice. Oh,
I'm
wait.
back again.
My buddy.
When am I going to get one of those fancy credits at the beginning and join you guys right off the bat?
I don't know.
Are you going to introduce me as a guest every time?
Yes. But you're like in the number one spot over that way. So, you know.
You're better than the number 3 guy.
There.
That's right. Yeah.
And you're much better than a number 2.
It's true.
Who's number 2? I thought I was number 1.
I don't know. I hear Lenny barking.
I don't know.
Lenny's barking.
I'm just saying maybe add a little Josh underneath the Barry and Dave.
How about
Josh.
you add it? You can go ahead and add it.
You could put a big Josh.
I'm just happy that I can get on the computer.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
Our initials are terrible, though. Like, we could never do, like, an acronym because it'd be like BJD. Right? Barry, Josh, and Dave?
Could be BDJ.
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 DBJ. DJB.
But I like the BJ.
DJB.
Better.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'll get the right searches if they Google BJD.
BJD. Yeah.
No?
BJ and the B in a D.
Yeah. I'm just saying. We're just excited. Just shooting.
Remember those BJs we invented in the Vegas, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Did we invent them in the Vegas? No, I believe we invented those in Prince George.
Was it?
Yes.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
Either way, those are
because we were having BJs outside with the crack whores.
I don't remember any of that. Wasn't there. No photos of anybody being there.
Dave's not here, dude.
Dave's very rarely
That
there.
was the best thing ever. That was a wicked hangover in the morning. I don't know. You guys never took me to that bar.
I didn't say that. I just said I didn't know. I didn't think we did.
Oh, no. You said no. You guys never took me to that bar.
I would think I would have remembered, Barry.
And we just happen to have pictures of you with the owner of the bar standing out front of the bar looking at the name of the bar.
That's just fake media, Barry.
Oh, that was total fake news. Fake news. Deep fake. Oh, God bless the Vegas. I miss the Vegas.
Yeah.
Speak of stupid about cars. Ooh, that Formula One down in Vegas, whipping around.
Oh, can't wait.
We're going to be there, and that is going to be fun. Stupid about cars live at the Formula One Las Vegas.
So that's gas and electric Formula Ones. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's the. I don't think they're running the E1 there. I think it's just the F1.
Yeah, it's F1.
F1 is fuel. Fuel one.
Is there a mixture now of a car that does both?
The F1s do both.
Okay, so that's going to be electric. That'd be really cool to see, man.
Well, what they have electric motors to pick up the difference between gear changes.
Yeah,
that's the only time they have an electric pickup, right?
I believe a lot about Formula One. I couldn't imagine the technology there. Now,
absolutely insane. The Formula One, the engines, the tolerances are so tight that they have to be preheated just to start. Because they won't turn over because they're so tight, right?
There's a ton of compression.
So if you get in one and get it started, the clutches are so brutal that it's very hard to get off the line. And I believe you've got to rev it to like 6,000 RPM just to get it to start to move. And if you don't do it well enough, it will stall. And if it stalls for like more than 10 seconds, it's cooled off too much, it will not restart. I remember it was Top Gear and Richard Hammond there. He got into one and he was trying to get it to move and it was impossible. And never mind that. Once you get going, the tires won't develop enough traction until you're going fast enough to get the downforce. So you have to literally go faster than you could possibly go around a corner in order to be able to go around that corner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's mind blowing. Mind blowing.
And there's humans that can tell their brain that that's cool. Because everything here is like, no. You tell me I have to do that? That doesn't make any sense in this mind.
No, I'm all.
But some other guy's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. Just go faster, and then you'll stick down to the road better. Okay, that's how much downforce they rely on. It's all about the downforce, the aerodynamics. You know,
I still think street bike racer guys, those guys on the street bikes, they're insane. That is, like,
those guys are nuts.
Yeah.
There's no mistakes there, man. I mean, there's no mistakes in Formula One either, but like,
no.
Well, especially when you're running races like the Isle of Man, like you screw up, you're dead.
Well, they're getting airborne. Like they're actually taking, like,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess at that speed, it doesn't matter if you're in a cage or you're on a street bike, right? Like
it's the G-force in the F1 cars, right? That'll kill you on the accident.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest, I don't know. The Isle of Man, my brain's just going because it's insane at how fast those guys go.
It's ridiculous.
And I would love to go to that one day. That would be.
That's on the bucket list.
Just amazing.
For sure.
We were by there in Scotland actually, and thinking about trying to go, but it was too difficult for us to sort it out. We were sort of on a schedule. There's about 10 of us, and a few that we probably wouldn't be able to get to go over there. Me and Colin would be the only guys, and yada yada yada. But
you don't have to buy tickets; you just show up because it's on the street, right? Like,
but you got to get there because it's a difficult thing.
Yeah,
but that would be the coolest thing in the world to see. But one day, perhaps, maybe. I think the Formula One in Vegas is going to happen before that.
Well, Barry, definitely. I do have that $70 million in my bank account pretty soon.
Perfect.
So
good.
As soon as it gets there, we can plan something.
Yeah, we'll just book the hotel.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, book all of Vegas. Just below $70 million. The entire race is just for us.
Yes.
Would $70 million actually buy that though?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Be interesting if you could rent one of the overway bridges going over Las Vegas Boulevard for your own private little viewing area. Maybe throw $1 million at that.
Yeah,
I think those are all used for media. Wouldn't the media have all the cameras up on those things?
Yeah.
Well, we are the media, though.
Well, that's true. Yeah. We are. Yeah, we are the media.
That's true. We are.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, I'd rather buy myself a seat in a car and be in the race. I mean, like,
Well, there's only one seat. There's only one seat in the car, though.
That's all I need.
Do you know how to start the car and keep it running?
Yes.
He sounds very confident.
Yes.
I don't know if you would fit. I don't know if you would fit in an F1 car, Bear.
Well, then with $70
I don't think I could fit. I don't think I could fit in an F1.
For $70 million, they can build it around me.
That's what they do, though. Have you seen the process of how they fit the car to the driver?
Yeah, but you still got to be a very little person. I'm not a very little person. Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Maybe you get a bigger car
where they mold that seat.
Get a 6x6 G-Wagon. I just run right over top of everybody. Smush. Mario Kart comes to life.
Well, you guys have all seen Shaq's chopper that West Coast Choppers built for him. You just build an F1 car, scale it up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Shaq, my brother Shaq?
Same engine and everything?
Shaq, our brother Shaq.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that would be kind of cool. But I wonder if
I'll try to make it happen.
Now, speak of this in the last show, we did hint briefly towards what we wanted to talk about. I believe Josh, you wanted to talk, Dave, you wanted blah blah blah. Anyways, but I'm going to bring it up right now, and how to do a perfect segue. That I think basically, the Formula One in Vegas, whatever it is that I might be able to drive in the Formula One in Vegas, best have something installed into it.
A seatbelt?
No.
A breathalyzer.
A breathalyzer. Then I ain't driving nothing in the Vegas.
Coming
Jesus.
soon to America near you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
Built-in
doubt.
breathalyzers.
We were briefly talking about the lovely Bray. There you go. Segue into a breathalyzer.
That's so tough to believe, man.
Well, what's the
Well,
story?
but what doesn't make sense to me though, and this is how the
We've got
American.
to bring up the story first.
Well, there's essentially they're going to be built-in breathalyzers in cars, and so they'll be able to read your alcohol level whether your car starts or not.
They're looking
But
to
it's a
do this in every car.
Every car that's built after.
And this is the
a certain year.
stupid thing about the United States. It's attached to an infrastructure bill. So, I mean, American infrastructure is not, in a sense, failing. It's just it's a little bit behind the times in a lot of places. So, I could imagine the infrastructure bill being passed with this bill being attached to it, which is HR 3684. And that's the problem with like the way Americans pass bills and legislation is if they'll take an unpopular bill and attach it to a bill that's somewhat popular or will have the likelihood of getting passed. So adding mandatory breathalyzer tests before you can start any one of your cars, adding it to an infrastructure bill that maybe is going to go towards roadway work or anything to make roads safer or better. It just doesn't make any sense as to why you would attach it to an infrastructure bill.
Well, they're going to lose money. The governments will lose money over this because you won't be able to fine people for drinking and driving anymore.
Well, but you're going to charge them for installing it, maintaining
I'm okay with
it
too, but I'm just saying there is an after effect of doing something like that, and there will be people that fight against that for that same reason, right?
Then you don't end up with guys like this.
No doubt. And you got to think like Americans. I'm sorry, some Americans would rather not give up their gun rights than save kids getting shot at school. So they're like, it's definitely profit over like lives in that society in some places in the States. So they're not gonna like that's not happening.
And you can reach Dave at Gmail.
Dave.
Don't do it. I'm just saying, like,
I'd have to disagree it on not being profitable though, because you got to see the system that when you get busted for drinking and driving here in BC, you have to pay to have it installed in your car. You have to pay every month to have it calibrated, and then you have to pay again to have it disconnected. So I'd imagine your calibrations are always going to cost you money. You're going to have to get it calibrated at a government facility, no doubt.
So there is revenue.
So they're still going to generate revenue off of it, but huge intrusion into privacy. And you know what? Like if I have a beer and want to like one beer and want to drive an hour later, but I still have the beer on the breath, it's going to lock me out. You know, you have one beer with dinner or anything like that.
Do you think the alcohol companies are going to fight that bill?
100%. You're going to have them lobbying the governments and the restaurant industry. And
see, but a lot of it doesn't work anyways. Hey, Davey, here, blow into this for me.
Yeah.
No, Barry.
Not the first time I've ever said that, eh?
For that.
Or you just
whoops. But you know what I mean? Like I mean, I get it, and it's a good idea, but
how do you know it's a blow thing though? It might not be a blower that they're going to do this.
Well, that
it might be just.
Well, that could be the thing. It could be like a diabetes test, the fingerprint, and it analyzes your blood.
Yeah,
or something, right? Like there's going to be something. Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
you get in your car, you're like.
I don't know if it's a finger. Yeah, I mean,
anything can be cheated, though.
But how does that go again, there, Dave?
Not doing it, Barry. But you think like if they're gonna have that much technology, they got to figure it out. Like it'll be like, like you said, a fingerprint, a breath. Like they could just,
Maybe they could figure out how to get it from like sweat from your glands and your skin on the steering wheel or something.
Or just analyze your eyes.
But I mean, let it work. That'll be great. And costing money, I don't think it's going to cost anything because there'll be other income because now I'm drunk and I can't drive and you got to get my car home. And
then you just go back to the bar and drink more. And
I'm not against it really.
No.
But like, where do they draw the line? They're going to test people for weed. They're going to test them for coke. Like your body's going to have to be like primo condition to drive.
Yeah, I think it should just be a.
But the problem with that whole situation is, though, by the time the technology gets to that, we ain't driving anyways.
We're so close right now. We talked on the last episode there about the Tesla self-driving cars and stuff like that. We're so close to that. Like, why wouldn't we just put the R&D development into the self-driving car thing, and then we don't have to worry about it? Hey, I'm too hammered to drive, so I let my car drive me home.
No, that's perfect. You get in your car, and your car's like, "No, sir, you've had too many.
You've had too much to drink. Get
perfect.
Out." Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, the cars become self-aware. Yeah.
Do you think?
I mean, there's something along those lines, though, right? Like
that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But do you think the government will let the self-driving car drive around a drunk person in there, or would you still need, as it is right now, to stay sober as the principal operator of the vehicle? Because right now, even if you're in self-drive mode, you cannot be intoxicated.
Yeah, but then the question becomes, what's the lesser evil?
Right.
I mean, politicians want me to vote for them because they're the lesser evil, right? So lesser evil must be a thing that politicians believe in. By the way, did I mention we also do another show called True Modern Democracy? True Modern. But it's true though, right? They want me to vote for the lesser evil. They put a negative campaign, don't vote for this guy. So that must mean that I should vote for you, which is the lesser evil because you're not good, right? So the lesser evil. So you know what?
Yeah,
I don't want drunk people in self-driving cars, but that's better than having a drunk person driving a car.
That's true.
I mean, if you don't allow that, then how much faith do you have in these self-driving cars? That's exactly. The whole like to me it's
see, but I got one problem with, and this is stupid about cars, right? So to me it's kind of stupid. Why don't cars talk to each other? So here in Nova Scotia, I think it's every 2 years you have to get a safety done on your car. And there's no ifs, ands, and they're pretty stringent about them. You can look at videos on YouTube. There's a guy had a Toyota Yaris, and he put a turbo sticking up out of the hood. And when I asked him why he did that, the only reason he did it was because he knew the car wasn't going to pass the safety. So he thought he might as well have fun with it for the next year, right? So things like that are possible to do, although many people will be, oh, you can't infringe my rights to certify my car to make sure it's okay, blah, blah, shut up, whatever, stupid.
Yeah.
But if there's a little gizmo in everybody's car, new or old, that even maybe hits the brakes or does something, just to warn the other car that there's another car here, eventually you could make a system where cars could not hit cars. Well, I know that's not perfect, but so right now the self-driving cars are to avoid all other cars, but it's really easy if they know where all the other cars are.
Well, then you never.
I don't understand why that's not part of the system, right?
What about people at crosswalks and whatnot?
Oh, you better.
That's going to be the hard one. Yeah.
If you're crossing a crosswalk, because a crosswalk would have a little thing goes, hey car, you can't come through here because people are walking. So if you jaywalk, you're going to die.
So you got to upgrade the whole infrastructure system regardless.
That's in the process, though. That is a thing. Yeah. That is happening.
Yeah, it's happening. No.
Cars talking to cars is going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem is, and it was with something else we were talking about before, that
not herpes.
No, I don't think it was herpes. With electric cars and with everything, that all these companies have to start talking to each other and working together. It's the only way that any of the stuff like electric cars, charging stations, they've all got their own stupid plug. Like, it's a plug. This end goes into this end and sticks in, and that's all. No, Tesla's got their plug that sticks in this way. GM's got their plug. It sticks in this way. Like, they should all just stick the plugs in any which way because it's stupid.
Tesla was supposed to make it universal, all their Tesla charging stations.
Yeah, but they're not talking to each other. Battery systems and everybody, they're not talking. So none of that's going to ever work and be successful if they don't talk.
Josh. They need to talk, Josh.
They need to talk. It's got to mesh. Ooh, la, la, la.
But that is like that. I mean, I would assume that's going to alleviate 99% of car accidents, right?
Mhm.
If the cars can talk to each other, like you're never going to get rear-ended. The car knows before you can even see that it's hitting the brakes.
Yeah,
that the
brakes.
brakes are being applied.
Brakes run.
Yeah.
And self-driving cars, they're still going to get in accidents, but the frequency is definitely going to be far less than human error.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
like guaranteed. They think quicker than we do.
Yep. No, I just I don't know why.
On certain circumstances though, because I still like that argument whether they hit the dog or the kid and all that stuff. And
you like it when they hit dogs and kids.
No, but like there's that rational. Like, do you?
Oh, it's rational to hit dogs and kids.
In
Is that kids walking dogs? My God, Dave.
I'm just saying.
It's like
how does the car choose
10 points,
right
Gary.
from wrong? How does the car choose
we need
right
ratings.
from wrong? Oh man, I'm putting my foot in my face all day long today.
That would be awesome. It's
like
Death Race 2000, right?
That's right.
Yeah. No,
Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But how does the car decide which one's this, like, between hitting a dog or a human? Are they going to choose which is the better alternative?
Clearly the dog.
You hit the dog.
Yes. Yeah, don't hit my dog. Yeah. Or the kid. I don't know.
Well,
let's just.
My dog's sure.
I don't like your plan, Dave, of running over puppies and little children.
I'm just saying, like.
And before last episode, you're talking about the bus driver that's all creepy. What's going on here, man? We got to read more into this?
I don't know.
Stay tuned to the next podcast we're going to start, Psychology with Dave.
Hey, we're doing politics.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? Well, I don't know. We got to think about the next show, what we're going to talk about, because that's going to be coming up soon.
Pretty soon.
Yes. Yeah. Stay tuned, folks.
Have a good day, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye. Oh, that's the intro. Woo!